This is All India Radio, Shillong, the Northeast News Bulletin read by Rahul Chatterjee. Here is an announcement. As India created history by administering more than 100 crore doses of vaccine against COVID-19, All India Radio salutes all the doctors, nurses and other frontline workers and all those who got vaccinated and made this possible. Even though the country has achieved this feat, we caution our listeners that the battle against COVID is not yet over. We appeal to our listeners to get fully vaccinated at the earliest and also help others get vaccinated. During the festival season, please follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask. Maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing. Focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011 2397 8046 and 1075. And the helpline for Meghalaya is 108 and 1070. And now the news in detail. In Meghalaya, the Chief Electoral Officer Fr. Kharkongor held a review meeting with Deputy Commissioners, Chief Nodal Officers and Superintendents of Police regarding security arrangements in the 2 districts where voting for the by-elections to the 3 assembly seats will be held tomorrow. The by-elections will be held in Maurankaneng and Mauplang assembly seats in East Khasi Hills district and Rajabala constituency in West Garo Hills district. The CEO informed that all necessary arrangements have been made to provide foolproof security to ensure free and fair conduct of by-elections. 4 companies of the Central Armed Police Forces, including the State Police and Home Guards, have been deployed. There are 10 vulnerable polling stations in Mauplang, 7 in Maurankaneng and 29 in Rajabala assembly constituencies. All these vulnerable polling stations will be covered by one section of the CAPF. Static surveillance teams and flying squads are keeping a vigil in the run-up to the voting day. The Finance Ministry has released 44,000 crore rupees yesterday to the states and union territories, including the states in the northeast, under the back-to-back loan facility in lieu of GST compensation. After taking into account earlier release of 1,15,000 crore rupees, the total amount released in the current financial year is 1,59,000 crore rupees. The ministry said this release is in addition to normal GST compensation being released every 2 months out of an actual cess collection. Subsequent to the 43rd GST Council meeting held on 28th May this year, it was decided that the central government will borrow 1,59,000 crore rupees and release it to states and union territories to meet the resource gap due to the short release of compensation on account of inadequate amount in the compensation fund. The Assam government has released some of the COVID-19. The Assam government has relaxed some of the COVID-19 related restrictions from yesterday. As per new guidelines, the maximum number of people allowed for funerals and last rites has been increased to 100. The state government has also allowed up to 200 people to attend wedding functions and religious gatherings in the state with proper permission. Meanwhile, 4 places at Guwahati city have been declared containment zones following the increase of COVID cases in the areas. Union Minister for State for Panchayati Raj, Kapil Moreshwar Patil, arrived at Dimapur yesterday for a 2-day visit to Nagaland. After calling on Chief Minister Nephew Rio, the minister inaugurated the Taheku Village Council Hall cum multipurpose building and interacted with the village functionaries. Speaking at the program, Patil acknowledged the community's contribution as more than the schemes given by the central government. He also lauded the legislature for coming together to work for the betterment and development of the state. Today, the minister will have a meeting with political parties and village councils. He will inaugurate the farmers' market at T. Kell Model Village, besides paying a visit to the Kohima War Cemetery and Kigwema village. And with that, we end the Northeast News Bulletin, which came to you from All India Radio, Shillong. Have a nice day.